And he came right
And
out.
then he just flat out, yeah, he just said it.
Okay.
And there was at least a good 5-second pause of just, because I was even like, I wasn't prepared for you to say that. So now I'm like, how do I even follow up on this? Because now if I go deeper into this, now I'm looking sus. And that's not good PR. So I was just like, I'm gonna let that rock.
Hey guys, it's Neveen the Queen, and you're here with SongLab Live, and I have a really cool, interesting guest that I'm excited for you guys to meet. He goes by ISW. Is that right?
Yeah, it's right.
I'm not laughing at your name. I'm just laughing at myself because I have the worst memory ever. So tell everybody, where are you from? Like, who are you?
Well, I go by ISW, ISW TV, ISW, whatever I'm doing. Pretty much I'm from North Carolina, but moved out here to Arizona. Man, I've been in Arizona since 2017. I went to college in Tucson at U of A, and then pretty much just stayed in the state. And pretty much I'm just America's favorite interviewer.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
I love that. How do we find you? Fleek, how do we find him?
Shoot. I'm on everything. Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, every social media, I'm on it.
Fleek was like, hey, he sent me your info. He was like, you want to interview him? And I was watching some of your stuff. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to interview you. You're funny as hell.
Bet, appreciate it.
How did you get into what you're doing now? Like, where did it all start?
Shoot, I started when I was in college. And I just saw a bunch of people, like everyone was watching YouTube. I wasn't really watching TV like that. I was watching YouTube, and I was just like, I can do that too, pretty much. So I started out with 2 phones. I had like an old iPod and like my iPhone. I think it was like the iPhone 5 at the time or something like that. It was a gold phone. And I would just have one of my friends help me record. We would just go out in Tucson, and I just started. That's pretty much where I started from there. And then a lot of people don't know this, the videos are privated, but I first kind of got some traction on YouTube when I would just go to like college parties and just vlog it. And like, I'll get like 200, 100,000 views. And like back in 2017, that was the only way you could pop off really, was either YouTube or maybe you go viral on Twitter.
Right.
So like at the time it was like, oh man, okay, I'm getting some motion.
Right.
But that was also when YouTube, they were very family friendly. So like I wasn't making any money from it, but that's pretty much how I started.
So just doing videos like at college parties?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have to cough. Coachella cough. My bad, guys.
Happens. A lot of screaming.
So you started doing, those types of videos. Why is everybody from Tucson all of a sudden? Every time I meet somebody, they're from Tucson. What the hell? So you went from North Carolina to Tucson?
Yeah.
For school?
Yeah. You
graduated?
No.
Okay, so what happened? Your videos took off and you said, fuck school.
Man, this is some interesting lore. A lot of lore that a lot of my people probably don't know. But do you know what lore means?
A lore?
Lore. L-O-R-E.
All right. Like I lure somebody in? No. Oh, then I don't.
She's like...
My niece is over here like auntie, you've gotten too old. Don't know.
So like lore is just like saying like backstory. So like when you have like a story, or like say for example, I think it came from like Marvel or just like stuff like that. They say what's the lore, what's the backstory of a character.
Gotcha.
So it's just like a little backstory. But I was going to school, I was doing the vids, and I was getting some traction, but I wasn't making no money.
Right.
And then it was just like, bro, I was going to school to be a doctor, and I was just like, I don't want to do this.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I was good. It was one of those things that I'm good at it. Like I got good grades, but I was just like, man, I don't want to go into debt and then finally do my job at 27 or something like that. So I was like, let me figure something out. And then that was when like COVID happened, like 2019, 2020. and I couldn't go outside to record because everybody's inside. So like, I'm like, okay, now what? So I ended up, crazy segue, I get into real estate, and then
You gotta get how you can.
get out you can. I got into real estate. I did that for about 2-3 years, and then I was just like, something kept bugging me. I was like, I want to do this YouTube thing. So I was just like, all right, man, I'm done. And I was just like, I went back to doing it about 2 years ago, and then been doing it since.
So would you say what you're doing is your passion? Do you feel like you're living out your purpose?
I would say so. I feel like as life goes on, I'm gonna have different callings or different purposes. But as of right now, like, yeah, I'm just kind of chasing the dream of just being a content creator.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'll say so.
Do you feel like you're like more comedy? Like you like comedy?
I'm comedy,
Uh-huh.
but I just clickbait pretty much. So like, I'll you know what I'm saying, you'll have like, the question will be crazy, but the point really isn't the question per se. It's just the interaction that I have with the person.
Right.
And I'll find a way to just make it funny, whether I like put a meme in there or a joke. I'll make a joke myself. So like, I'll say I'm more comedic. Yeah.
Were you one of those kids that like to mess with people growing up?
Honestly, I was one of those like popular loners. Like, a lot of people knew me.
Right.
But like, I didn't just hang out with people.
So you didn't like to mess with people?
I mess with like my close friends.
Okay.
Like my close friends. But not like just anybody in general.
Okay, because I'm like, I'm sensing that like it's just like natural for you to fuck with people. Because I watch your videos.
It is a skill.
I watch your videos, okay? On Twitch, you just out here like finding people and like just kind of, oh my God. Some of the things that I was watching you on Twitch, like just making fun of this one girl that you felt like was having a heart attack when she was trying to answer the question. You're like, what? She's about, and it sounded like she's about to have a heart attack answering the question. She couldn't get the words out. And you're just like, so did you start there, like with the Twitch videos, and then move into your Instagram? Because your Instagram is popping. You're like, where are you at right now? With like, how many? 200, almost
about 245,000.
And you got that from Twitch videos or just started from Instagram and like?
So my IG was all just like when I would go out to the street and like interview people. So all that's from that, essentially.
Okay.
And I grew from there. So it was all just from the late night interviews and stuff.
Just going out or at Scottsdale. Do you kind of stay in Arizona, or do you kind of travel?
I've traveled. I've filmed in Florida, Texas. I went to LSU, went to University of Georgia. I filmed in California briefly, like in San Diego.
So what do you feel? How could you describe your thing? What's your thing? So when you go onto the streets and you just start like pulling up on people and like interviewing them, what is it that what's your thing? Just ask questions and shit?
Like, how do I pitch it to people?
Yeah, like what do you do? Like if I was walking up, Old Town Scottsdale, drunk, typical, I'm on the floor laid out. I'm just saying. Like, what would you do? Like, what's your thing?
So I'll say there's a level of drunkenness that I can tolerate for mine. So like, if I can tell you really had a good night, I don't interview you. So like, I can tell like if I'm talking to you and you seem like you maybe like a little buzzed or tipsy, then I'm like, all right, bet, let's run it. But you're coherent. But if I can tell you you went crazy, you pre-gamed and you pre-gamed before the pre-game, nah, I'm gonna let you get home, catch your Uber.
You're like, they're gonna be saying some shit and then sue you 2 weeks. Like, hey, I don't even know what I was saying. You have them sign releases?
No, I mean, in Arizona, it's a one-party consent state. So as soon as you consent to saying that you want to be on the video.
So are you asking them like, hey, do you want to be on the video, or just asking questions and they answer is enough?
Oh, nah, like before then, I'd be like, hey, do you want to do like a quick interview? And I'm like, hey, I asked you the question. Any question you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer. I'll just move on to another question. And if you don't want to do it at any point, I'll just cut it.
Okay.
And like, that's it. So yeah, I tell them that before that.
And it's worked in your favor?
Yeah.
There's this video. I need to know what the hell you asked, motherfucker.
Next segment.
Oh my God, for him to answer the way he answered. Like, I'm gonna find this video real quick. Is that okay? I'm doing it anyways, even if he said no. Just wanted to be respectful. Let me put on my glasses. Let me find this video because
Now I know what you by the bifocals. I see it.
Now I told you I can't see without the glasses.
Thick.
Stop it. That's what he said. That's what she said.
I've said it a few times.
Let me find that video. I think it's one of the last one.
Oh.
I've been fucked in the ass by a girl.
What the hell? Why would he even say that? Like, what did you ask him? I'm gonna like, I need to play this shit real quick. Hold up.
Welcome to ISW Spacey. I've been fucked in the ass by a girl.
He gave me the other person ever.
What? Did you ask this fool for him to say that? Oh my God.
That is hilarious. I forgot. I made that video 2 years ago.
Was he drunk?
He was definitely buzzed. Like he was tipsy.
Oh my God.
And I think I asked him like, what's the craziest thing you will let a girl do to you? I think that was the question.
And he came right
And
out
then
and
he
said
just
that.
flat out, yeah, he just said it.
Okay.
And I was there was at least a good 5-second pause of just because I was even like I wasn't prepared for you to say that. So now I'm like, how do I even follow up on this? Because now if I go deeper into this, now I'm looking sus. And that's just not good PR. So I was just like, I'm gonna let that rock. And all right, cool, bro. I got the clip. I moved on to a totally different subject.
You just cut it.
Yeah, we moved on to a totally different subject.
Oh, you're just, oh my God. I don't know what I would have done either. I just kind of like, yeah, I when I saw that, I was like, what the hell? You have a couple of those.
Yeah, no, he was one of the wilder ones I've caught.
Crazy to me how people are so, okay, I'm one of those people that'll tell people like almost anything, right? Almost anything. I do understand that like we're on the internet, right? People are gonna, whatever I say, they're gonna know. I don't tell everybody everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
To get on fucking camera and just be like, yeah, I like to get fucked in the ass, but like, or my girlfriend forced me in the ass, like, how could you, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that people can just say shit like that.
I think I'll say from what I've been told is just like when I interview people, they just feel comfortable. It's like I'm a friend, and they're just like,
interview me then. I am not about to go down like that. Oh my God.
So yeah, I say yeah. Just people just feel comfortable for. I don't know. I guess I'm just a comfortable guy.
You are a comfortable guy. I don't care how fucking comfortable you are. I am not gonna say some shit like, what was that one girl? The two girl.
Oh yeah.
Girl, that bitch got famous off of just that. Like she was on the street and she interviewed in that. Why can't I get interviewed by saying "khatu"?
You can. We can set it up.
I mean, why can't I get $5 million however much by doing that?
You can set it up.
Well, it's already been done. I gotta come up with something
We'll
else.
come up with something.
I can't say that I let my girlfriend fuck me in the ass because that dude already did it. I need to come up with something more unique.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
To come. Coming soon.
Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. What we were talking about for you to go right into come. It like stumped me for a second. I'm like, what are you saying right now? Okay, so I have a couple more videos. Okay, so this video seemed to have gone viral for you, like 5.5 million views. And where were you on with this one?
What did it say?
That video.
Is a 7 good enough?
Your video.
You just
Don't play like that.
What do you mean?
It's a good
You
video.
have to take me out on a date. You have to treat me right. You have to respect me before I even think about you taking me down.
Let's just say, like, there's a possibility if I check off the boxes.
You do all what I just said? Then yeah.
Because it's pretty thick. I just don't know how thick you like your... Is this
did you give her a picture of your dick for sure? For real? Because you gave her a picture.
Whoa. We are not sending unsolicited dick pics to people. We're not. That's not what we
What
do.
did you give her? You gave her paper and you said it's pretty
So-
thick and you handed her something.
So
don't know how thick you like your... Is this spotted?
the joke was that there's this thing. It's this British food called spotted dick. So it's like a pudding. So
That sounds
that's what I showed her. It was the label. it was like one of those jokes. It was like a dirty joke. Just like, how thick do you want it? Because it's like a pudding and it's called spotted dip.
Okay.
That's what I showed her. So that's what the joke was.
Okay, well, because you got me again. Because I was like, this motherfucker out here in wherever, Scottsdale, asking girls about whatever. And here they are just, okay, did you feel like that girl was putting up a front? Do you feel like a lot of these people, like when you're interviewing them, are just putting up fronts? They don't really mean what they're saying?
They don't mean what they say.
Take me on a date, and they got to respect me first. And so,
I would say 90%, maybe even 95% are putting up a front.
yeah, that's a high percent.
Yeah. I say about 95%. 5% of them actually mean what they say.
So you think that a lot of them are just out there like acting and just trying to be foolish?
As far as I'll say, like, if you're talking about what she was talking about, or like something similar to like that, like, oh, like you gotta check X, Y, and Z, da 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 to you know what I'm saying, to hit, and it's usually 95% cap. 5% is legit.
All they have to do is get you some in and out. Just be real, sis.
Yeah. Some girls will give it up for some in and out.
Just be real, and that's okay. All right, there's another. I'm gonna play one more. Okay. This one kind of got me hot.
All right.
It really made me sad. A little mad.
I don't know which one this is, so I'm curious.
Kind of was very upsetting because I was like, you don't know what you're talking about right now.
Me?
Think you could get bitches if you were a guy? 100%. Think you could bitches? No, I can. No, you said every girl thinks that.
Most girls do not have game.
They don't.
Best pickup line and head on a shit.
Do you have a pickup line off the top of your head?
No. They're also, bro, I'm telling you right now, girls do not have game.
They don't.
I've only seen
Said they don't.
3 women in my lifetime.
Yeah.
In my life.
Yeah.
Actually have game. The rest of y'all girls have no game. Your game is your face.
Yep.
Your game is your butt. Your game is the twins right here. That's your game. Y'all don't have game. Y'all don't.
I got game, fool. Like that is a lie. That's all cap. You said 3 people.
All right. I'm on the street. You see me. You trying to hit on me. What you saying? You
I'm
back
just
in.
gonna smack that ass.
What? First of all, if I did that,
That's right. I'm talking about girls.
if roles were reversed,
Guys can't
I'm
do
cooked.
it. Yeah, you can't do it. You said if.
So you think slapping the guys, just walking up, slapping his butt, that's, oh yeah, you're in there?
Yeah.
That's not
I saw. We're talking about. We're talking about a girl. You're talking about a girl hitting
That's
on
not
another
fair.
girl. No.
No, we're talking about a girl hitting on a guy.
Oh, easy. Are you kidding?
Are you still doing the same thing? You slapping a guy's butt? That's your
Yo,
game?
you guys are the easiest to to hit on. It's not you. You guys are. There's nothing complicated about that.
Yeah, you mess with guys, not men.
You hear that? I'm sorry.
These little boys.
Oh shit. Okay. No, you're false.
I'm false?
You are false. Yeah. So I can hit on people like guys easy.
I'm sure you can hit on them, and I'm sure there's some guys that they just going, you know what I'm saying?
What would check off on your box? Like, what would you consider like hitting on or winning or whatever it is that you're saying? Like, what's a success?
For a girl to hit on a guy, or like,
Yeah. What's success? What's a success?
I would say for example, if you wanted a guy's number and like you were able to get his number,
Okay.
I would say, okay, you got game. It's different than like, say for example, you said hello and then he took over the conversation, then that's not really game. You just presented yourself and they took it the rest of the way. But
You don't know who I am.
if you actually like took it from point A to point Z and you control the conversation, then I'm like, okay, you got some game.
It's so easy.
But again, you're messing with, you know what I'm saying,
So I'm for.
little boys.
Stop saying boys. I've talked to men also. It's not that hard. You got to either have game or you don't have game. So for example,
And most girls don't.
correct. Okay, I guess.
You said
You
correct.
might-
You
you
just
might
said
be right.
correct. You just said
But
correct.
you said maybe 3, but that is a very low number. You think that small of a percent of girls can't have no game to go pursue a dude or get his number?
Because in that video, I said that in my lifetime, only 3 girls have had game.
With you or
Yeah.
Ah.
Now, granted, I've also been speaking to a lot of women every weekend for 2 years. Straight, at least. But, you know, since 2017, on and off. And yeah, maybe 3.
have gotten the number from you?
Yeah.
Have others tried and they've
Yeah.
miserably?
Yeah.
Like how? Like what are they saying?
They're just I don't know, it's just corny. It just
Hi.
Nah, it's like now you can even say in the hi, you can say hi right in the right way and it might work.
You're like, I have a cell phone
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm good. Appreciate you.
number.
Like I dap you up, like, all right, cool, have a good day.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I had for those videos that were upsetting me. Then I was watching that one right there. I was like, he better not say majority of girls don't got game, because I know for sure I got game.
You might not be in the majority. You might be in the minority.
I am a minority also.
Same.
Yeah, minority female. Okay. So let's do this. I want to ask questions. And I want you to ask questions.
Okay.
Pretend that, do you have any questions on hand? Like, do you think you can come up with something?
I'll go off your first question.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one of your own questions. Was it one of your own questions? Okay. Do you have a pickup line?
Nah. I don't
How do you
pickup
pick up on
lines.
girls?
I walk up and just start a conversation. I don't do like pickup lines. For all our fellas, it does not work. Pickup lines do not work. Stop it.
Pickup line.
Stop it. They're so bad. They don't work. And if it does work, she liked you from the jump from regardless. So it doesn't matter what you say. But like most of the time they don't work.
They're corny.
Yeah. I would say so, yes.
Okay. Lights on during sex, lights on, off, or strobe light.
What? So I'm hitting it to a Ken Carson concert with strobe lights?
Maybe. What's your thing?
That's crazy.
On, off, or strobe light.
That's insane. I say it depends. It depends. For sake of this, for answer, lights off.
Okay.
But I prefer in the morning though.
Morning sex?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Someone work.
Why morning sex?
I just let you start the day off right.
You know, I don't know. For me, I don't mind it. It's just the whole breath thing is what I can't.
So what if you woke up early, brush his teeth before you woke up, and then?
Okay, I mean that's cool. We can do that. It's just like the breath thing is what you know.
I mean, yeah,
I'm down for it. You know, like I have no
easy.
problem with it, but I wouldn't say morning is my favorite.
Is that your favorite? What's your favorite?
All minus the bad breath.
All of it minus the bad breath.
Bad breath, yeah.
So as long as his breath's good, you good.
Yeah, everything's good, man. You
What's
can't have no
everything?
stinky fucking like taint and stuff. Like some of y'all, go wash yourselves. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Okay.
She's comfortable.
Okay. I mean, I'm an older lady, you know. I've had boyfriends for a very long time, and you know, we're not perfect. Guys are not perfect, girls are not perfect.
That's true.
But from the conversations that I've had with my homegirls,
They just don't wash underneath their balls.
I guess not.
I thought that was normal rotation. I
Oh.
mean,
If I have to bring all my girls, I gotta have you know what? I could probably have like one whole episode on like the conversations I have with women. And that is one of them. The men don't brush their teeth again, like before they take them on a date. It's like, all right, you brush your teeth in the morning, but you're gonna go take this shorty on a date. Go brush your teeth. Okay? And the other one is stinky taint.
what did I say earlier in this podcast?
What part?
Boys.
No.
That's not grown men.
It's
You're
not
not
just
moving like a
boys.
grown man if you can't wash yourself and brush your
It's
teeth.
just not,
That's
boys.
basic essentials. That's basic. That's a little boy mentality.
It's not just boys though, unfortunately. I don't know if motherfuckers get comfortable. Like I've been with my girl for a minute. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They get too comfortable and then they just start to like get relaxed down there, and it's not cute.
Yeah, nah. Like, okay, are you talking about like if you're in a relationship? This is in the relationship, like they've been
Either or.
lot or first date,
In
they
general.
still not.
Oh, both. Like going on like dates with new folk and then being in a relationship with someone for a long time. Yeah. Both.
Yeah, you got some bad recruiting.
Ladies, I'm gonna need you to come on this podcast.
That's bad recruiting. Like, come on.
Bad recruiting.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're good everywhere else, you know, like.
But you know, for the fellas that are watching this,
you're not gonna know until you get there. You know.
For the fellas watching this, you'll understand this analogy I'm about to give you. So that's like you see a 5-star recruit, they look good, like they got the stats, but as soon as you see them play on the field, you can tell they're not that good. They just so happen to have some natural ability. That's what that is.
No.
She's seen the exterior and it looks good. So she's like, oh yeah, they'll be fine on the field.
No,
and they're not. That's exactly what that is.
Listen, you can't maybe half the time they don't know because they can't smell their own ass.
So they're not watching their own film. Again, that's a bad athlete. This is bad athletes. That's bad recruiting.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Move on.
And this usually happens in my interviews, so I'm usually right. There's usually a subject change. So
It's not a subject change. We're gonna move on to you. What would you do if you were hooking up with a shorty that was a 10 and like everything was proper, breath smelled good, she smelled good, and then you got to sexing, and then all of a sudden there's a funk.
Oh, there's a funk?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Yeah, it depends. How dry have I been?
I don't know. You like shorty. She's super fine. She's bad. She's a 10. Like, looks good, smells good, and then you get down and you finally you want to get with her for the longest. You get down there and there's a funk. What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing it. She's got to go.
You're just gonna break her heart and tell her she gotta go?
Absolutely.
You're lying.
I'm out.
You wouldn't just.
I wouldn't break her heart. I'll find a reason, or I'll come up with some sort of excuse like, dang, my homie just got shot. I gotta go to the hospital. My fault. And then I get up out of there.
I don't know if I believe you all the way.
I'm so serious.
I've asked so many dudes, like 90% were like, I'm just gonna.
Nah.
I'm like, oh my God, it's terrible.
Nah, that's just because I know that's something like sense of smell is very important for me. So like if you smell, I can't do it. I don't care how bad you are. I can't.
It's your girlfriend. And she had a bad day.
Huh?
And she had a bad day.
She had a bad day.
Off day.
Why would she smell?
Because she's a girl. Maybe she just had an off day. Her pH got thrown off or something.
She didn't drink water?
Dog, no. Okay.
I don't know how to. Either way, I'm gonna be like, I gotta work. I'll find a way to get out of it and be like, we'll reconvene when you're not smelling.
She's breaking up with you. Okay, next, your turn. She's here and you're gonna be single and alone. She's like, I had one bad day.
You tell me you can't wait one more day for some meat? One more day.
No. Next.
Fiending. Okay.
He said fiending. Absolutely, yes. Majority woman, yes.
That's one thing. Yeah, like do y'all girls be acting like y'all don't want it as much as guys?
What girl are you talking to? Because I sure don't act that way.
Oh, okay. I can respect that. Most girls, they be trying to act like they don't want to do it as much as guys, if not more. Matter of fact, who do you think on average is more freaky, guys or girls?
On average?
Yeah.
Girls. 100%.
That's what I think. Sure.
Over guys?
Yeah.
You know, the guys that in the past that I have thought would be freaky were just lame.
What do you consider lame? Like
somebody that's not down, that's like all consumed by their ego and their pride and that are not willing to try anything.
What do you want them to try?
Anything. Anything I want to try.
What's something you want to try?
Everything. And anything. Like I don't want to get in, like if it's somebody that I'm dating and that I care about and I love, I want to experiment and I want to try whatever it is that I want to try. And if he comes in like, no, you don't need all that. I got dick. This is good enough. And it's like, no, bro.
You want him to eat the butt. I'm seeing it.
What'd you say?
You want him to eat your butt. I'm seeing it.
Ew.
I'm seeing it.
No.
I'm seeing it. Yep.
I was gonna say I know somebody else there that likes to eat butts. You behind the camera.
Now, this is a crazy family dynamic.
Not my baby, no. This dude, right?
Hey, yo.
Not my little baby. I'm talking about.
I was like, that's some very interesting family dinners.
No
conversations I'll be having.
Not my baby. No, I'm talking about the guy behind the camera. Anyways, no, but there are guys that are so consumed by their ego. I did date one guy. Oh my God, years ago. He was so fine. He was so fine.
How tall was he?
I know where you're going with it. I think he was like 5'11", 5'10", 5'11".
There's a problem.
Stop. So he was so fine, right? He was
See
like
how it goes.
the head of this like label, and like he had it all. He was just like dressed good, smelled good, manly man, like all of the things, dated me right, like took care of everything, all of that. And the sex was, it was cool.
Whole lot of mid.
Huh?
Whole lot of mid.
Mid?
Yeah.
He was great, except for he never wanted to try anything.
You keep saying like you're not giving me a specific example of something he did not want to do that you wanted to do.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this. 90-something% of women don't come just from sex, okay? Are your hearts broken? I hope so. Because get it to fucking together, okay? You
It's
fool?
personal.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, how many women have talked about this publicly, have shared it with each other, with other men? Like, a girl is not majority of the time going to come just from sex. And if she is, she's trying to make you feel, I mean, if she might be faking it to make you feel better, just so you can be like, whatever, you can make you feel, but that's not always the case. There are a small percent that do, and you know what? I'm happy for you. I wish I was you. But majority, no. So when you tell a guy, you're trying to be vulnerable, like, hey, I really like you, I want to try these things, instead of being like, oh, no, we don't do that. I got dick. It's like, I understand you got dick, but it's not enough, right? We got to do other stuff. And that guy was just like too proud to try. And I was like, you're not my guy.
So you really need someone that's like trying to explore.
Hell yeah. Explore my body, shit. There's a lot to explore. Figure me out. There's layers, right? Not just dating, but sexually. Like, we are spiritual beings experiencing this life, right? And let's get to know each other. Why wouldn't you want to like really get to know yourself too? Like, get to know yourself and get to know the other person. Why are we so stuck on just this, that, or this? Like, be open.
Open-minded.
Yeah, you might be surprised.
Okay.
Right?
I can see that. I'm open-minded.
Right. That's good to know. What does that mean?
I'm open-minded. Now, I'm not doing what bro said in that video though. That's we're not doing that. I'll tell you right now, if that's a deal breaker, we'll just.
So if your girl was like, babe, I've always had this fantasy of wearing a strap on.
Not happening. We're just gonna end it right here. That conversation ends right there.
What if it's like, what if she just keeps bringing it up over and over and over and over and over again?
I don't know what to tell you. We're about to either cut ties or you got to forget about it. We're not doing that.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't do that. You know, you're making it seem that's something that's probably, you probably asked the label, bro. That's what you wanted to do.
No.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Now that, look.
No.
That's not.
Absolutely not. No. I am not into that. I'll tell you that much. I'm not into, how do I say this without sounding offensive? I like the gender roles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I don't like to, is it
Emasculate? Yeah, you don't want to emasculate a man.
Emasculate my man.
Yeah.
I want my man to be my man, to be the man. Like, and you know, even if he wanted it in the booty, like, I just don't think I could do it.
Yeah. So, can I ask how old are you, or is that crazy?
You can ask, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That's fair enough. But I'll based on our conversation, have you gotten over the whole tall man thing? You does it really matter?
I never had a fucking thing with that at all, ever. Honestly, like, I've never had a height thing. Like, it never mattered to me.
Have you ever dated a guy shorter than you?
Yeah, I mean, not shorter than me. I'm 5'4". I've never been put in a position to date someone short. God damn, I'm 5'4". Like, how much shorter?
You be that short.
Okay, well, no, I haven't.
Okay.
But I have dated a guy about my height.
By your height, so like 5'5", 5'4", around that.
5'6". Yeah.
Okay.
something like that.
So it wasn't like a
feel-
turn off or nothing?
Huh?
It wasn't like a turn off or anything?
No, it didn't even seem like he was short to me because we were like more connected here.
Okay.
I wasn't like,
Yeah.
I feel like I got to be with a tall guy is just so surface, you know? And a lot of women just
Agreed.
prefer like a tall dude versus like, I think you just got to go and date and get hurt a fucking bunch, you know, and like, and grow up a little bit from that. And so you could just stop focusing so much on looks and height and stuff and just find your mate, soulmate. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I have this theory that I've told my like my community and stuff that like most girls usually don't get over that whole height thing till they're about 25. By the time they turn 25, they usually got their heart broke about a few times and they're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should focus on this guy's character, not his height. So that's my
I
theory.
think by 25, where are you getting all your stats from? Are you making all this up? You're a doctor now? You went to school to be a doctor? Do you,
Yeah.
you decided
There's
you
a few
love
things, I remember. Say I got a PhD in biology, so I understand how, you feel me, how they move around. Like I've observed it. I've got hours of observation, and I see it. So it's like that's the hypothesis I came up with.
Okay, so that's what
Like
you came up with.
25.
By
Yeah.
25, look, I've never met a 25-year-old that's gotten it together.
No, they don't have it together.
No.
But by that time, they'll either be like, you know what, I'll try a short guy, or the thought would come like, maybe I don't need a tall guy, because these guys usually they're just dickheads.
You think that is a thing? That is so weird to say these tall guys are dickheads. That's weird.
Yeah. Not all of them. I got a lot of tall friends. Shout out to my tall friends. But like, usually,
You consider yourself a tall guy or a short guy?
I've been told I'm short. So,
So you think you're a short guy?
yeah.
Is this where this is coming from?
What you mean?
This conversation?
Yeah, I'm a short king ambassador. So I gotta.
So
Yeah,
so this is why you're fighting for the short guys.
got to. Somebody got to speak for him. You feel me?
I think that's like, for like I said, anyone that's like focused on that is that's kind of immature.
Someone who's focused
you.
on that.
Yeah, someone that's like I only
Like a
date
girl that's
guys
focused on that. Oh, okay,
Yo,
yeah.
I was on dating sites a long time ago. I fucking hate them, by the way. But I have seen like some of my homies, guy homies that show me like, look at this girl. On there specifically says must be 6'2" and above.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, the struggle's real, man. We gotta, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Well, I don't think you look short, so, and more power to you. I did date this shorter guy that was my age. I'm sorry. He was like about my height a long time ago, and he was short, but his thing-a-ling was not.
Tight. Shout out to my guy, man. He
You know
putting
what I'm
on for us.
Like, so that whole, like, you think they're short and everything's short is so false.
Heard it here first.
And he was one of the best I've ever been with.
And he was how tall?
I think he was like 5'6". 5'5", 5'6". So.
Someone go hear the message, and they go take it in. They be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
But we just gotta keep telling the message. You know, that's just part of the fight. So
Well, I think that it doesn't matter we don't need to like convince her or whatever. I think today women are so hungry to be loved that most at this point should be just open to meeting somebody that they actually like genuinely.
till they're 25.
With all the women that we have in this world and like the small amount of men, you guys have so many more options than we do. You don't think? You don't think?
No. You gotta understand, like if you really think about it, most girls are going for the same guys.
What is that?
Like they're going for the same like top percent of men.
What's the same? What is that percent?
So what, the whole like 6 figures, 6 foot, 6 inches thing. So like,
What?
you never heard that?
Wait, what?
So essentially like most girls are usually going for a guy that's like 6 foot, makes money. So what was the standard was 6 figures, but it might be a little different now. And they gotta have 6 inches at a minimum. So that's a saying. So like, and a lot of girls, like that's kind of like the standard that they're going for. So a lot of them are going for the same guys. And I would say, for example, would you agree that it's easier for a girl to get some meat than a guy to get some coochie?
Yes.
So say, for example, I can go out. I did this test literally as a video. I was like, hey, go up to, you're going to say 5 guys, ask them if, just flat out, would you want to hook up? And how many guys would say yes?
And what was it?
First guy said yes. I did it with a guy. 5 girls said no. And I did it multiple times. So it's like, you see, it's.
Was it a good looking guy?
Yeah, he was a solid looking dude. I would say they're about average. I would say they're about both 7s.
I want to do that with you.
You down?
I'm down. I want to hit the streets and I want to test this theory because my boyfriend he's made a comment like that before. He's like, okay, we're here at the airport because I get a little jealous. Okay, sometimes. And he's like, let's go. Like, we're at the airport. He's like, look at all these girls. Now, if I walked up to all these girls, how many of them do you think will, and if I'm like, let's hook up, how many of them do you think are going to go back to the room with me or hook up with me? And I'm like, I don't know. All of them bitches. Fuck you, bitch. And he was like, no. He's like, now, if it was you and you were at the airport and all these dudes and you walked up to every single one of these guys, how many of these guys do you think would say yes? I'm like, I don't know. So you guys this is something you really believe and you tested it out on the streets, on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. I want to go on the streets with you. We're doing this shit. You're getting it dressed up, fly as fuck, and you putting on your nicest cologne.
Okay.
And I'm going to get dressed up, fly as fuck. I'm putting on my nicest cologne. And then we're going to try it out.
Okay.
Unless you think we should bring other shorties.
What do you mean?
To like go out there and ask.
We could do you. I think the test will still be the same. Honestly.
I want to try it.
Okay, bet. We'll lock that in.
What's been your favorite episode thus far? Like
favorite episode?
Yeah.
My episode, like at least for like my YouTube vids, they're very all over the place, but that's kind of the style of it. Like it's chaotic.
Yeah.
So, favorite episode. Well, I'm trying to think. I guess I'll say question. Like, I say, it was one of my. I did it kind of twice. It was like, would you have a baby with me, or, would you let me hit? I say that was like, they were fun. They were fun to make.
And what were you getting? What kind? Were they actually like no, or were they like responding?
They were responsive.
And what were they telling you?
Yeah.
If you hit or have a baby?
Both.
Which one? Both.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one girl. What was it? The the one that you got 5.5 mil on. Didn't you ask her to rate you?
Yeah.
Did she give you a 7?
I think she gave me like a 7. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. That's really nice.
See, now the way she said it, she made it seem like, wow, she's being generous. Like that's the inflection. Now, if that's how you feel, that's cool.
No.
But I'm just saying, say it with your chest.
That's not. I thought I did. Probably said it with my chest a little bit more than I wanted to. But no, that's not what I meant. I meant that was really. Because some people like always shoot a little lower, and I thought 7 was nice. Like it's good.
So you would consider 7 a good rating?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like I have a little bit of an ego. I do have a lot of haters. Shout out to my haters. You've been making me monetize on my fucking social media. Thank you so much for that.
Shout out to the haters. You need those.
Oh my God, I have so many on SongLab Live apparently. They like to talk shit about me. Go to my Instagram again and hate on me, trolls, because you gave me 173,000 views. I'm getting paid off that.
Easy.
But to put myself out there to be like, rate me. Oh my God, you gotta be fucking brave as hell to do that.
At this point, I don't even care. It's just a bit, really.
Right, but I give you a lot of prop for that because that's like not easy to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's easy to do in practicality, but it's really just a mental thing. You just gotta really get over yourself for real. and it's just like
And just go have fun.
just have fun with it for real.
Cool.
The way I see it, either way, I'm gonna make money off it, so I don't care.
That's what I'm talking about. You're doing a skit with me. We got to do a skit together.
I'm with it.
I know you like comedy. Okay, before I end, I did watch a video of you on Twitch, and you're playing a video game as a cop.
Oh, see, now that's what I'm saying. Now,
Were
just
you?
let me know when it's promo time.
Yo, like you were playing a cop. I don't know what game it was, but I was like, in my mind when I was watching, I'm like, did you really like get in character? Like you wanted to like get back at these fucking cops because you're like, you were so into it. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, see, because I've been doing that recently, like on Twitch, where shout out to my boy Kai Sinat. He like inspired, like when you do like a gaming marathon or you play a game, just like a whole background and the attire, and you really get into the character of whatever it is that you're doing. So it was
so
like
funny.
it was like a cop simulator, and yeah, I had a whole get up, like the whole is
cop. Yeah, cop outfit on, like the hat and everything. And he was like, "What were you? You're screaming like, hey, pull over!" And the guy was, I don't.
Yeah, the dude was just running, and like I was like, "Put your hands up," and I just tased him for like whatever reason.
For no reason.
For like no reason. Yeah, it was just like it was a whole thing. Yeah, so like, yeah, I get into character as far as stuff like that.
That shit was funny. Like just like watching you. I don't really watch videos like that, but just like watching you at home. Like I guess you just get into it. Like this is my chance to like finally get back, motherfucker.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of different stuff like that. So
Okay. Well, shit. I want to go on the streets with you. We're gonna go do some questions if you're down.
with it,
Okay. And then I definitely want to do a skit with you one day, because you like comedy and I do comedy, and I think we'll have a lot of fun.
actually, I don't think I haven't done this. Maybe it was years ago, but I don't think I've ever really done a skit. So yeah,
Okay.
but I can get into it.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you on Instagram.
I got you. We'll lock in.
I put that on camera on purpose. All right. Well,
What?
make sure that you follow me back.
Oh yeah. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Because I'll put you on blast. I just want you to know.
Good to know.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
You're cool as hell. The
I
conversation was
appreciate you. I
fun as hell.
appreciate you.
And
Little.
tell everybody where they can find you.
Shoot. You guys can find me on all social media. ISW TV. It's the same thing on everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Been working on a lot of Twitch stuff, like live stream events and gaming, just a whole bunch of stuff. So like that's really where a lot of my focus has been going, is Twitch. So yeah, check me out over there if you guys enjoy that type of content, like live streaming content. Also the interviews are live too. So if y'all want to see me talk to people live too, it's on there. And tape coming out soon also.
Sex tape? What?
I'm not Ray J,
What tape?
but I did hit it first. But anyway,
Oh.
nah, we got some music coming out soon. So
Oh, okay. You got
See?
music coming out.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So they can find you on all those platforms. Twitter,
shoot, I'm probably on MySpace too. LinkedIn.
Tinder, Hinge.
Nah, Hinge. I like Hinge better than
Okay,
Tinder.
Find them on Hinge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to hear your music, and then we'll get back to you guys. SongLab Live. We have a skit coming up and videos. We're gonna have fun.
Appreciate y'all.
That was fun. Go to Neveen the Queen on Instagram. You can also go to SongLab Live if you want to get an interview specifically for music or whatever it may be. But you can hit me on SongLab Live or Neveen the Queen.